What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. And we are here with another cast ranking of Baddies USA. And y'all, I'm happy that y'all like this. I really did not know if y'all were gonna like the idea or not. Some people were saying put it at the ends of the recaps, but it's just like, I also did Jocelyn's Cabaret, you know, Love Cabin and whatnot. And it's just like, you know, sometimes I would be needing time to, like, you know, a day to debrief, to not think about all the bullshit. So yeah, I have 8 girls this time to rank for Baddies USA. 4 of my least faves, 4 that I felt like did they big one this episode. So yeah, let's get into it. Y'all, I'm sorry, I gotta say Smiley. And it's just like, my thing with this whole Smiley situation, I don't want anybody to think that I'm not sympathetic, empathetic, whichever's the right one towards her. Because like I said, I also have epilepsy, like seizures and whatnot. But it's just like, her putting herself in this situation is the thing that's irritating me. Because it's not like Biggie hit her in the head and, you know, she was getting hit in the head and taking all these blows to the head that trigger her seizures, you know, for no reason. She was antagonizing Biggie, provoking her, and Biggie said when she saw her, she was gonna get that with her, and you know, that's exactly what Biggie did. And it's like, I do remember her prank calling Biggie and doing this and doing that. I'm not 100% sure if she spoke on her husband, but I wouldn't put it past her because Smiley be doing BS. But Biggie did say when she talked to Smiley, she was gonna be on that, and that's exactly what she did. It's like, it's unfortunate that Smiley ended up with her face busted and she got rolled away in an ambulance, but it's just like, let's make this Smiley's last season, because it's just like, I'm tired of all the injuries, the injury reserves, and it's just like, I know these people are grown and they can do what they want, but it's just like, it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah girl, it gets to a point, like, just go get you a regular job or do whatever. Like, why keep risking your health and getting rolled away in an ambulance on TV every season just because you want to fight? And it's not like Smiley's a heavy hitter where she can be protecting her head and her face, but it's just like, girl, just sit down. So it's like, last on the list is Smiley. She just needs to go. Then coming in at number 7, I gotta say Tommy, because she allowed herself to, you know, get dragged through the mud by Tink. And look, I'm not saying people can, you know, turn over a new leaf and that everything has to be fight, but it's just like, sometimes Tommy try to make it seem like she's on that, you know, the fans try to make it seem like Tommy be on that, and if anybody come to Tommy, they gonna get done dirty, and it's just like, Tommy's just not that girl, or maybe she's just not that girl anymore, because no lie, Love and Hip Hop Tommy, she used to be throwing down, she used to be fighting. She literally just stopped fighting on Baddies. But it's just like, Tommy, she hasn't been whooping people's ass. She low-key been, you know, getting dragged. Like, the only person I can sit here and remember Tommy actually beating up on Zeus was low-key Natalie. You know, not like she did Rolly in when her and Rolly fight. And it's just like, her being dragged by Tink. It's just like, yeah, girl, I'm gonna need you to stop running your mouth, stop doing your BS, so you can just be one of the people that sit down and look cute in the background, be one of those good celebrity guests that people enjoy. Because it's like, Tink said she was on that. And then on top of that, the last time they saw each other, you know, Tink couldn't really fight her because Tink was pregnant, and Tink also wanted her look back for the whole bullets thing. So it's just like, Tommy said that she expected it, and it's like, she's not really mad at it or shocked by it, but it's just like, no lie, I'm kind of shocked that Tommy didn't do anything. So I'm just kind of like, we need to take Tommy out of that little category that the fans kind of like hyped her up to be, because it's like, Tommy's not that. She's not that. And the fact that she just let herself get dragged by Tink, you know, she didn't even try to do a little 1-2 punch, and I did hear her in the back talking about, get my jewelry. So it's just like I said, maybe Tommy just not that type of person anymore, and she just not on that, because it's just like, Tink punked the hell out of her by just dragging her, and she letting it happen. So it's just like, no lie, that was low-key a L in my book. Next, I gotta say Mariah. Honestly, I want to put Mariah and Anna here. No lie, because you got Mariah that took the fade for Taseki, took the summer fade for Taseki when she didn't need it. And then later on in the episode, you have Anna that offered themselves up to fight Marsh in place of Taseki. And it's just like, if Taseki had an issue with Summer, then she had an issue with Summer, and that's Taseki and Summer. And if Taseki had an issue with Mars because Taseki and Mars had an issue, then that's Taseki and Mars. Why are you offering yourself up to fight Mars? And now if Mars turn around and whoop you and Mariah Land and Biggie's ass, then what's gonna happen? Y'all just got y'all ass beat because y'all wanted to, because and the crazy thing is after they said it, it's not like Taseki was just like nah I got it. Like, she didn't say anything. So it's just like, is this what y'all do? Like, Krishan's in here talking about the fake click stuff, and it's just like she needs to be calling out the lapdog click stuff that's going on, because it's just like I just found that very weird. And then when Mariah Lynn and Biggie were outside when Taseki was going off, they sitting here talking about we looking to make sure nobody is jumping. And it's just like, I get that. That's what they were supposed to do. Make sure nobody's jumping y'all's friend. But the fact that it was nobody coming around to jump Taseki, and Taseki was just going off on whoever, you know, Krishan and Marsh, and they were confused as to what's going on. Do you just hear Taseki in the back, my group, let's go, like she was the mom of the group? It's just like, it just gives mom and babies want their mom to be so proud of them, so they do whatever to please their mom. And it's just like, it's so weird. Like, I'm not liking the dynamic of what their friend group has turned out to be. And then you got Mariah Lynn that adopted herself into the trio, so now they're like a quadruple thing. And it's just like, y'all know, I don't like the direction that the Taseki, Biggie, Mariah, and Anna thing is going into. Because it's just like, I hate it when the big three were involving themselves in other issues, when they were jumping into issues that didn't have anything to do with each other. And now the fact that the other people, like the quads, are doing it too, it's like, it's weird, especially because of the fact Taseki out of everyone does not need help fighting anyone. Okay, nobody needs to take Taseki's place in anything. If anybody is dumb enough to start something with Taseki, then honestly that should be on them. That's what they should be saying. Okay, like that's Marsh's fault. Yeah, that's Summer's fault. But it's like the fact that Anna want to offer themselves up to fight, and the fact that Mariah Lynn want to fight Summer for Taseki, it's just like, she was doing just fine getting slapped by Taseki all through the town. It's like, and then when Mariah Lynn took her place to fight, she didn't even do anything. So it's just like, I don't know, I'm not liking the direction that they're going on. Like, it's weird. Next on the list, I have to put Summer. And the reason why I put Summer is because of the fact that she talked crap about Taseki, and then when Taseki was trying to fight her, she was trying to push it away. Like, yeah, she was, you know, throwing her little fist and not just letting Taseki like slap her, but at the same time, the whole time she kept running away. She even threw a leaf one time. She talked about, you weird, get her away from me, get her away from me. But it's like, girl, 24 hours before, or this same day, you were sitting here talking about, if Taseki want that and she need that, she gotta have that, you gonna give her that. Like, she was just acting so confused and so weirded out and so irritated that Taseki was trying to fight her. And then the whole time Taseki kept telling her why she was trying to fight her, and Summer kept repeating the same reason why Taseki wanted to fight her. She said she's slapping you because you didn't mind your business. And Summer kept saying, after she kept getting slapped, go slap your sister, go slap your sister. I'm telling you, I'm slapping you because you got into the business about my sister, and I'm telling you, me and my sister are cool. And if I had an issue with my sister, I would not be sitting here slapping you. I would be slapping my sister. So I'm slapping you because you keep telling me to slap my sister. And it's just like, Summer was acting so confused, and it's just like, no lie, we do know Summer kind of slow, but it's just like, I was team Taseki on that, and I was not mad that she kept slapping Summer, but at the same time, I don't blame Summer for not wanting to fight Taseki head up, because it's just like, of course you know you're gonna get beat up, but at the same time, why start with the person and you know she can whoop your ass, girl? Like, come on now. Then I gotta recognize these four people. Number 4, y'all, shockingly, I gotta say Tink. Was Tink going around and whooping ass? Like, she fought Cold Killer, she dragged Tommy, then at the end she got into it with Dolly. Was she winning? No. But I will say, Tink even said in her confessional, she's unleashing her wrath. So Tink is putting it all out there. She's standing in the paint, she's getting out there, she's running her ones with everyone. Okay, Cold Killer even is getting scalped by her next episode. So Tink, even though she's not winning, she's not letting people punk her. The cast has so much to say about her. Like, yeah, maybe she should stay home. She just had a baby. And then the whole summer thing, bringing up her issue with Dolly. And then, her even doing the thing with Cold Killer. Her dragging Tommy. Like, she feel like these are her issues. And if anybody want to step to her, or even if they don't want to step to her, apparently she claiming that she on that because she's sneaking. So it's just like, even though it was kind of, people might be like, oh, it's lame that she snuck Tommy, she should have called her head up. It's just like, yeah, but did Tommy call her head up when she, did the little pew pew with her? No, she took that out of her bunny rabbit by surprise and she shot it. So, I really do feel like Tink, that was kind of justified. Her getting her little drag on Tommy. And then it's just like her and Cold Killer. Yeah, she said she was going to slap Cold Killer. But it's just like, at this point, I'm so tired of seeing them fight. But she keep getting out there. And she's not doing Cold Killer like how she wished she would. But the fact that she keep getting out there, it's just like, girl, at this point, you need to give it up. But it's like, she keep getting out there. She could have, told Dolly, like, yeah, y'all doing too much, I don't want to fight y'all. But when Dolly stood up to fight her, she wanted to fight too. And it seemed like she gonna keep fighting Dolly. So it's just like, no lie, I gotta give Tink her props. Like, she getting out there. Another person that got out there this episode, low-key gotta say Biggie, because Biggie's not the best fighter, Biggie's not the most aggressive, but it's like, she feel like Smiley pissed her off. Smiley said this about her deceased man, so she wanted to be on that with her, and she was not letting up. She kept telling Smiley, nah, get back on set. I'm about to tell you why I'm about to slap you, and then I'm gonna slap you, and that's what she did. I really do feel like Biggie was getting out there, and I was shocked by that, because I really didn't expect her to do a little thing on Smiley, because even people want to be like, oh, the fight was nothing. It was just like, I looked at Smiley's face afterwards, and this shit, the girl ended up in the ambulance. So it's just like, clearly Biggie did something. So it's like, no lie, I gotta give it to Biggie. Number 2, I gotta give props to Lex, because people were trying to make it seem like, and then even Scotty on her close friends was trying to make it seem like Krishan had punked Lex, and it's just like, I really don't feel like Lex got punked at all. Krishan said her opinion about something, and then Lex said, girl, who are you talking to? And then Krishan said her opinion, and then Lex said her opinion. And it's like, Lex wasn't backing down or saying, no, I'm not trying to. No, Lex was still popping it with them. I feel like you guys are saying this about me. I'm not jumping in because I don't want to. And Krishan was saying, I could have jumped Summer. And Lex was just like, well, shit, girl, why didn't you? If it would have made you feel better to jump Summer, to see what we were going to do, to make it seem if we were real friends or not, to see if we were going to be big threeing it up, then it's like, if you felt like that's what you should have done and that's what you could have done, then why didn't you, girl? Like, it's no reason to do the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Like, you said that you could have jumped Summer. It's just like, okay, and we could have jumped Taseki, and we decided not to. Just the same reason why you decided not to jump Summer, because you feel like it had no reason to do with you. And it's just like, if Lex and Dolly were jumping into the situation, if they were jumping Taseki, people probably would have been like, yeah, you probably have to jump Taseki. But it's just like, if they would have jumped Taseki for real, people would have been like, oh my gosh, they big threeing again, they jumping people again, and woo. But it's just like, nah, I'm glad that they're not doing that, and I'm glad Lex kept standing her ground. I'm not about to get on that. Like, Summer was talking crap about Taseki's checking her, and that's just that. Like, what do you want us to do about it? So it's just like, Lex did not get punked by Krishan at all. And I really do feel like if Krishan wanted that with Lex would have stood up. And it's just like, I'm so happy that Lex is dropping this whole thing with Tavi and Fauna. It's just like, I'm over it. But it's just like, when it came down to the Krishan thing, I really don't feel like she got punked. And it's just like, yeah, Lex, she ate that. She ate that. Number one, I gotta give it to the biggest crash out, Taseki. Taseki was all over this episode. This was her episode. Regardless if you thought she was wrong or not, she did her thing on Summer. She did whoop, because if we think about it, Taseki could have whooped Summer's ass. But she was taking it easy on her. She was giving her just a few whops, you know? So it's just like putting Summer in her place. And then on top of that, like I said, it's definitely giving leader of the pack and, you know, my crew, let's go, like she said. And it's just like, shoot. You know, hey, she the leader of her group. I gotta respect that too, like, no lie. And then this whole thing with her and Krishan, it's like, if she felt like whatever was going on between, I heard her talk about it a little bit in the limo, something like Sapphire, or it's one of them, Suki or Sapphire told Krishan, like, hey, don't be for her sister, and Krishan said, like, I couldn't really hear it. So whatever's going on between her, Krishan, and Mars, it seems like she wants to get to the bottom of it. It seems like she wants that with Mars. It doesn't seem like she wants to fight Krishan because that's her sister, but it seems like she wants that with Mars. But as far as this episode goes, I really didn't see Mars do anything for her. But like I said, Taseki was all over this episode. This was her episode. Regardless if you thought she was wrong or right, she was all over this episode. So Taseki, that's my number one, and I feel like she was justified for slapping the hell out of Summer. So yeah, y'all, my bottom four for this episode are Smiley, Tommy, Mariah / Anna, and then Summer. And my top four are Tink, Biggie, Lex, and Taseki. Y'all let me know who y'all feel like are your least phase of this episode, and y'all let me know why. And then until the meantime, I'll be back next week, so just make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.